Alright guys, I'm gonna start talking again. See where this goes. I've rode out on these years ago, I just don't remember. I wanted to go to Bear Wallow. I don't know if it's gonna take me down the mountain or what. We'll find out. I stand up and ride a lot of times. It's, you know, it can be a workout, like I've mentioned several times. You ride for a while. The more technical, the more of a workout it is. You just have to. It's kind of oh, what's the word? I mean, people that have been here, they know that the camera just doesn't give you a good sense of the terrain. I mean, I think this is recording in 5K, but it just doesn't, I guess, depth perception, I don't know. It just doesn't show you how steep it is and the experience. Of course, again, none of this that I've recorded is really that technical. The last little bit on the Braveheart, the most difficult, it was steeper than it looks. It just wasn't that rugged, but you know, you can feel it in the handlebars on a non-power steering machine. But it's, you know, you gotta put your weight forward. You know, some of these machines, you know, you just don't know where that rolling back threshold is sometimes. The more you ride them, you do. The longer the wheelbase, the lower the center of gravity, the engine, how low it is to the ground, and how wide the track is. It all factors in. You know, a lot of these side-by-sides, it's way easier. You know, it's not as challenging as with like a Rancher or something. The side-by-side, it's just a lot easier. You're just sitting there, might have power steering, you know. They're just a lot easier to ride. It doesn't really require a lot of skill, you know. People, I mean, you know, to each their own, but I've just never really been a big fan of side-by-sides. I mean, they have their purpose, but it's just because I've always rode ATVs for the most part, and I just, well, they're in a lot of instances, they're just more capable because they're not as big, and there's places in West Virginia and these trails, especially in the southern part. I mean, you know, it's really technical and tight terrain. The side-by-side would be challenging to get through there without hitting trees and things of that nature. I mean, maybe if this videos ain't all that entertaining, but I'm by myself. Like I've said before, I don't really want to push this machine too far for a number of reasons. One, it's just expensive. Two, the tires, they're just not ideal for some of this really technical stuff. And I haven't put the metal skid plate on it yet, so I'm kind of watching, because some of that really technical stuff, I don't know if I'll be riding on them or not. I want to, but I want to show you some of the what outsiders refer to as the outlaw trails. See, it's good scenery right here, but just gotta watch. I don't want to go over the hillside just to get you some footage, but yeah, there's I done kind of forgot what I was talking about. But to places like Wallow or Big Laurel. There's over at Buffalo Creek and stuff. They say that hunting clubs have bought up all the land and try to block it off. A little frustrating, I'm sure, for people that live here. Myself, we used to ride that for 20 years, no issues. I don't know who these hunting clubs are, but I don't know, probably trying to take advantage of the circumstances. I want to ride out to Blair Mountain. I do want to hit Bear Wallow before I leave. I used to ride out there so much, out by Blair Mountain. But it's Wednesday. I still got all of this week, the rest of this week, and all of next week. And it's back to Sheboygan, Lord willing, back to working. Looks like we're going down the mountain. I want to go up on the mountain. We'll just ride till whenever. Hopefully I'll be able to record plenty for you. I might stop it if I think it's, you know, nothing interesting, and then start recording again. Because these batteries, these GoPro batteries, they just, you know, they don't last a whole long time. I have 3 of them. I kind of need a couple more. I got plenty of memory on my SD card, but I need more for... See, this is trail 21. I think that's just a regular green trail. As you can imagine, there's not a whole lot to do around here, so spending the time in the woods and in the mountains, that's just the way it is. I don't see any fresh tracks, at least not coming from this direction. That's another thing I have to remind myself, and I would have you to keep in mind too, that there's people on these trails. Hopefully they don't drive too fast my way, because I can't control what they do. This ain't real rugged stuff. But these are the Hatfield McCoy trails. You know, they're not that difficult, period, compared to the unmaintened stuff. You should see the stuff that they don't make, or the trails around here, the dirt roads that aren't a part of this system. You'd get a better sense of just how rough this terrain is, believe you me. And I'll probably get some on here later. Maybe next week. I don't know how many days I'm gonna be at the Greenbrier. Hopefully it's not too muddy. Been looking forward to fishing. Looking for animals too much. It's a little different with this helmet. I mean, that's not part of the system, but I don't know where it goes. Some of it goes to people's private property, but a lot of the time, at least back in the day, I'd pretty much know, or they'd know of somebody I'm related to. Oh, you're so-and-so's son, or you're so-and-so's grandson, or, you know. Small town, everybody knows everybody. It's not a big issue. But if you're not from here, they might not be that understanding. I don't know. People here are pretty friendly for the most part, but you have people that you probably want to avoid, and places you don't want to go down the wrong hauler. It's not advised. Just like if you go to a city, you don't want to go to certain neighborhoods. Same thing here, you kind of want to stay away from certain haulers. But as long as you stay around the main parts of the towns and stuff, you're not likely going to end up in any of those places. You got to kind of really drive off the beaten path to end up there. Riding a four-wheeler, you say, oh, we're gonna try this road. It ain't part of the system. You might end up in that holler. So that's what I say. You don't want to do that. But for the most part, you'd be all right. Down the mountain. I don't know where it's going. almost like, you know, you think, oh, there's something going on here in West Virginia. It's like look but don't touch, you know. You know, those jobs are filled, you know. Let's see what we got going on. That's probably, there's a road back there. Probably one over there too. That's what, that's some places, these old roads up Buffalo Creek kind of look like that. I mean, they, some of them, they pretty rough, buddy. I don't even know if I'd want to try to take his four-wheeler because it might roll over. It's just, when this water comes off the mountain, it just, it don't look like this. It washes it out. It's rough on you. Definitely feel that after riding for a couple hours. Sleep good afterwards. One of the reasons why I ride standing up a lot, so that I don't absorb all that.